Hello everyone, hope you're doing fine. And what have you been reading this month? For me personally, been a slow month in terms of reading. Not slow, but not as usual. I'm not considering I'm in a reading slump, but I'm reading a book and I'm not enjoying them as much as I hoped. I don't know why, maybe it's the book, maybe it's me, I don't know. So, before going to what I've been reading, let me just show you what I received. And I received quite a lot of books. The first one uh, is I have the first one, I have got the second one on the coming, and this is the third one. I believe this is the third one, or the other one is the second one. Yeah, this is the third one. This is Dune, The Heir of Caladan, written by Brian Herbert, the son of Frank Herbert, and Kevin G. Anderson. I've been collecting them, although I'm not reading them as of now, but that's it. Now, in terms of books that I received a couple of months ago, the first one, which by Garrett Boatman, Knight's Plutonian Shore. I really enjoy the theme, the cover illustration, and I bought because I think that I will enjoy the book. At least the covers are good. That one was the first, The Clocks of Midnight and The Mirror of Eternity. It's very cool art. These books are published by Macabre Inc., which is probably the company I'm currently buying a lot of books, mainly, or as they do they are being reprinting some oldies, going with new stuff as well. So yeah, sorry about the mess here because I'm putting another shelf up there, so I'm moving things around. Yeah, so I also received a couple of sorry, one of the reasons I'm not reading as much is because I have asthma. I have also allergies, and very awful allergies. I have to take medication and so on, and I've been very bad. So yeah, sorry about this. I received several books by Broken Binding. The four first were these ones. These are T. Kingfisher good books. They are a series that she wrote a couple of years back, and it's called Paladin's Grace, Paladin's Strength, Paladin's Hope, and Paladin's Fate. I've heard good information about the first one, don't know about the others. Let's see. Next, I also purchased from Broken Binding. I also received Doomsday Book by Connie Williams. This is the first book I have from her. Okay, by Broken Binding. This is the first, well, altogether, because this is the first they publish. Very cool book. The only thing that is really bad here is the dust jacket, because we can put the other one. So basically, yes, two covers, but we can put the second one because of the very thin paper. So yeah, it's not that good, but yeah, the good. I've read a lot of good feedback about this book, so yeah, I'm eagerly reading. I'm not reading it today, probably in a couple of years, because they have big letters, which is good from my eyes. I also received today 3 books, which a lot of people already received. This is the second print, I believe. This is Christopher Rocchio, Empire of Silence. Beautiful book. Really enjoyed the artwork within. It reminds me a bit of Star Wars. Some of the stuff here. Yeah, this is the second printing. Very cool book, to be honest. Good quality. Really enjoyed what they did with it. Even the book has some artwork. Yeah, but there are a lot of people out there showing these ones. Um, I show they have the desk jacket has two covers, one each side. I prefer these ones, although I'm not uh, don't enjoy that much this one. The other three are pretty good. So yeah, the other two, not three. Second one is All in Dark. Is the second novel. Another good book. Again, interior illustration remind me of some kind of Star Wars stuff. Um, and the third one is probably the one of biggest ones. It's in Demon in White. Again, very cool. This this jacket protector does not come with it. I bought it and put it in the books that I own. Basically, it's something like this. Yeah. So I put it and it protects the books. I also have a couple of gloves to handle the books when I'm putting this, because the our moisture from our hands, the greasy, they are greasy, okay? So basically, as you touch the book, it leaves marks, and it's a shame that sometimes this happens. So, more books that I received. Okay, I received one of two. This is the first, and then there is a second one. They are sold as a mystery, kind of Lovecraftian stuff, weird fiction, mystery. These Strange Pictures by Uketsu. Very cool cover. Within there are a lot of drawings, a lot of paintings. Yeah, Strange Pictures, probably that's it. Yeah, so it's been sold as some kind of weird fiction mystery. So yeah, and it's published by Pushkin Vertigo, which I have a lot of mystery novels, so that's why I know, and I've been purchasing this. The second one, which will come in the next few days or weeks, is Strange Houses. Yeah, Strange Houses. Then, other books that I received. One author that I read, well, when I was coming to this house, so 4 years ago, I remember that I grabbed a couple of books and took to my mother-in-law house, and I read those books there, which I didn't have much access, and I received this one. So so I since I didn't have anything else to read, I read this one, and I really enjoyed. I back in the day when I give 1 to 10 stars, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Unfortunately, the book suffered something drastic, and it was like all blooded with water, and it was damaged for good, so I had to throw it out. It was very damaged. I could not restore it. So, and I don't know why I never bought anything else by the author. So I've been in a sci-fi kind of mood. So I've been buying books from sci-fi, and I went back and saw, okay, I remember enjoying this book a lot. So why didn't I purchase more? There are 8 books on this series, and the first one is this one, Terms of Enlistment, and I'm going to read them again. This is the first one. I also have the second one, which I bought previously. I already show, and I'm waiting for the next 7 books, 6 books in this case. The second book is this one, Line of Departure. Very cool cover. It's very action packed and focus. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to read this. The next 4 I purchased was also from the same guy, Mark Clues, which were these ones. This is a series. It's the Palladium War series. This one is Aftershock. Ballistic. Very cool covers, man. Citadel. And finally, Descent. There are 4 novels in the same series. No, there are follow-up, but let's wait and see. The next one I purchased was The Eden Paradox. I don't know if I already showed this or not, but yeah, it is here. It's by Barry Caron. I'm waiting for the 3 next. Unfortunately, this is awful. So small print, my god. Oh well. It's also another sci-fi series. Another sci-fi series. I had 3 now. The first one was, I don't know which one was it. We All Die in the Breakaway Station, and there was another one which was the Timeliner trilogy. All of these are by the same series, the Venture series, and these are the 3 next ones that I purchased. Sold for a Spaceship, Come Hunt Earthman, and finally Run, Come See Jerusalem. They are very cool books. They are sci-fi, but fast-paced and so on. I'm eagerly waiting 2 more, and that's it. I'm not going to purchase everything else. Not that kind of money on my side. And next, for finishing the books that I received, well, not finishing, but at least it's I received also 4 books by the same author, Jasper T. Scott. Well, not received, I bought them, so I received them because I bought. First Encounter series again, great covers. Mostly the reason I buy this is the covers are great. I read a book by him and I really enjoyed it. It's a fast-paced flick that you can watch on a Saturday or Sunday morning. You watch it and you never remember the book again, the movie again in this case. And these books are like that. You watch it, you laugh at it, you enjoy it, and that's it. You don't remember afterwards what that book was about. This author is, for me, this first book was like that. Let's see how these 4 books fare. This is called First Encounters by Jasper T. Scott. The first book in Ascension Wars. Again, great font. The second book is Occupied Earth. Great illustrations. Fracture Earth. And finally, Second Encounter. Starts with First Encounter, ends with Second Encounter. Now, to finish, I've read the second book by this author, which I had a couple of books, and I enjoyed. There are some misgivings, and we'll talk about a bit later, but I enjoyed so much that I purchased a lot of books. I could show you all of them. I believe I have already shown 1 or 2, but I don't remember which, so I'm going to show you all. This is by Jacqueline Druga. She writes mostly post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic scenarios. Red Line, Contagious, wonder what this is about. What We Become, Omnicide, Selene, Winterburn, The Black, We Remain, 300 Days, Under the Grey Skies, Rectify. This is a compilation of 4 novels. And finally, Zombie Battle, probably the worst cover I've ever seen. Zero commitment to it. So, these are the books I received, a lot, as you can see. Now about what I've been reading. So, I read so far 4 novels, I'm reading 2. The first book I read was Zenshi Yokomisu, The Onji Murders. This book is a mystery novel set in Japan, 1940s, and deals with a seal-in scenario, like what? Something of the Yellow Room by a guy from the 18 somethings. The guy who made the Phantom of the Opera. I don't remember his name. Sorry, it's a French guy. So this one is also a closed room. So who can it be? Who has committed the crime? I enjoyed the novel. I believe I already spoke about it a bit. But you can check my Goodreads review. I enjoyed it. Reads like if you watch Detective Conan, the anime series. This is something like that. It's Detective Conan is like this. It's a small fraction about the murder, the setup and the murder, and then the vast majority of the book focus on the resolving the crime. The second novel I read, which was my least favorite of this month, was Mission of Gravity by Hal Clement. I really didn't enjoy this book at all. I know that this is a masterwork. But I didn't enjoy the character. I didn't enjoy the plot. I saw no interest in it. I know it's art sci-fi. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the author, the way he writes. I don't know. I didn't enjoy the book. I can't talk much about it, but it's about a planet that has different gravity throughout the poles. So as you go up into the pole, the gravity rises. There is some people that live there, some aliens, and they are trying to get someplace. I must say that I skipped some parts because I really was not enjoying, falling asleep. Yeah, one of my most disappointing books so far. Then I read Jacqueline Druga, Among Us. This one, I don't know if I have no luck, but I read this and I enjoyed the book. Okay, I enjoy it a lot. What I didn't enjoy was the way it was resolved. So basically, in the first book I read, there is like a time travel situation. Okay, in the first book I read, and this one follows the same trope. So kids start dying, and I mean it's a bit spoiler. Sorry. Okay. So I mean I enjoyed the story. The characters were great. I really enjoy all of them. The main character, it's a woman. Really enjoy her fighting for her children, fighting for her life, and I really enjoyed. And she's not even the main hero. She's just the person that's there when all of this happens, and she's dealing with it. It's very cool to see that. So you got a novel that the main character is not the hero that's going to solve the world, and you think that that's going to happen, and it's not. It's very cool to see that. It's just a person trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic or an apocalyptic scenario. Yeah, it's very cool. I really enjoyed this one. Again, very fast-paced, and Druka really shines through this. That's why I bought so many books from her. And then the last book I read, probably the most controversial of all, is this one, Edmund Cooper, Who Needs Man? Well, apparently everyone. So basically, this book is set in 25th century, where women have rebelled against men from oppression, and they just basically said, okay, we don't need you anymore because we have in vitro. So basically, yeah, go away. So how they treat this was like, let's kill men. And so in the 25th century, there are England, for example, has 3 million people instead of 70 million. and 3 million are women. There are like 30,000 men. They live in the wilds, mostly in Scotland, in the islands, and they exist there to be slaughtered by these one young female warriors that go through a trials to kill men, basically. But something happens in one of those trials, and one of these women that is trying to kill men because she will receive something with it. Um, she, she kills a woman and a child, and this man is so angered that kills her two friends. But this woman she does not kill, and she lets her live. Um, and she goes back. When she goes back, some kind of transformation on her happens, and she must deal with it. So I'm not going to presume to go into the mind of the author with this book, what he was trying to do and so on. But basically, from what I understand, this is a critique of the extremes. That's how I read it. So, of course, we know that machismo is bad. Okay, so, but if machismo is bad, feminism is also bad. And when I say like this, I don't say like those people in the 20s, 1920s, 1930s that were fighting for freedom, because women weren't free. You know what I mean by free? They mean they don't had even the dignity of choosing their partner, or choosing their life, work if they want, stay at home if they want, to vote and so on. So those kind of feminists were important to make us understand that women are equal as men. They should be equal as men, not superior. Okay, equal. In this book is 1970s, so there was a kind of second revolution here with the sex in the Americas, with the sex. They call it the decade of love or year of love or something like that, and it was something like that. The women were finally taking that second step, okay, to be free. Nowadays, women are free, no matter what you say. At least, okay, bear with me. At least in the Western Hemisphere, in the Western countries, USA, Canada, Europe, Japan, okay, not so much, but you know what I mean. I mean, Western civilization made women achieved and made them as equal as men. Of course, there are still some men that are machismo, or men that think that they are above women and so on. But that's. I mean, I know that those people they can be very vocal. They are not the majority. The vast majority treats women as equals. At least in Portugal, what I understand. Of course, there are still some cases of discrimination, and sometimes they extrapolate. But I don't think that's the main people, the main issue, or the main problem. Of course, this is in the Western Union. There are, of course, women are still treated as cattle in Islamic countries. Okay, they are not allowed to have boyfriends. The family must choose the husband, or the husband at least should present to the family, and only she doesn't have a vote, and so on. I know that some countries in Islamic countries are changing, what others do not, but mostly European countries, which are mainly Christian, women have as much value as men. And what I mean by this book was written in 1970s, so there was this second wave of feminism which was happening, and this author, I believe, in my opinion, he went overboard with it. Said like, okay, let's go this to dial to 11 out 1,000. So let's put women saying we don't need men, so we shall kill them all. because they don't deserve to live. They are pigs, and this is how he treats men in this book. Of course, if you read the book, if you are a feminist from today, you will be offended by this book, but a lot, because it again, this is not a feminist book or a marxism book. This is a critique of all. Either men that treat women like cattle, okay, or like possessions, and women that treat men as pigs. All they are pigs and they deserve to die. And so I believe, in my perspective, that this book is trying to show that both extremes are bad, feminism and marxism. We all we are women and men, and we are basically the same. We should be the same. We should be. We should have the same rights and the same goals and so on. If a woman wants to be in the kitchen and treat the man, good. If the woman wants to be a valuable executive, good. If the man, if the man wants the same stuff as the woman, we shouldn't feel superior. We shouldn't, and this is the reason why I'm talking about this today. Today, feminism is on a trend, and they are belittling, in my perspective, men. That's why, in my opinion, there is a rise in machismo. Not because men want to be superior to women. It's because they are being emasculated, they are being downplayed as merely beasts, and they join together to the only way they can. Yeah, probably not the best subject to talk about this in YouTube. But to me, in my perspective, we should, not shall, we should all be considered equals, men and women. That's the only thing that matters in the end. Yeah. So basically, this is a book that will divide people. Some will enjoy it, some will hate it. Probably feminists will hate it. Marxism, those guys that that want machismo to win, they will feel they will not enjoy the book as well, because again, this is a critic on both sides. Yeah, sorry about this rant. The two books I'm reading currently are Total Eclipse by John Brunner. 50 pages in, not enjoying the book as much as I hoped. Brunner has a way, well, at least this book, Brunner has a way of telling, not showing, what's happening. So this happens, and that happened, and that happened, and it's very sad. It's the first 40 pages, maybe it changed. The second book I'm reading, which I'm enjoying greatly, is Test of Fire, sorry, by Ben Bova. I purchased like 30 novels by him back when there was a lot to be sold, and I purchased it. And this book was indeed within that. I didn't want to start the Galaxy kind of books that he has, like Saturn, Venus, and so on, Mars. So I wanted something solo, no connections at all. So I want to purchase this, to grab this, and I already read 100 pages in one go. It's very, very good story so far about this is more focused on politics than everything, but basically we have a group of people that we have Earth that have been received a flare from the sun, and the vast majority of the Earth population died. Russia was one of the countries that died with that flare, and the guys with the nuclear bomb said, okay, if they are attacking us, let's strike back, and they strike and destroy America and the rest of the world. And so there are a bunch of people in in the moon, leaving 500 people or something like that. I don't remember the correct number. And they are trying to survive, but they receive a lot of stuff from Earth, so they have to go back and forth, and stuff happen there. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the novel so far. Um, really hope this is. Sometimes you find an author that you enjoy, sometimes you don't. So I really hope I find a new author I can go back and, if I'm in reading slump, and read. I have got a couple of those. Warhammer 40k, Warhammer Fantasy are like this, most of it. There are some Jeremy Robinson, for example, or Battle Little, and I found a couple of more today this year, like Edmund Cooper. So far, I'm enjoying two books into Jacqueline Drucker, another author that I really enjoyed, and I really hope Ben Bova is one of them. So yeah, that's it from me. 4 book read, 2 books reading, 30 novels that I purchased in these last weeks. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all and have a great day. Sorry for the big video. Sorry, and the rant. Sorry.